What's up YouTubers, Aldo SJ McLaren back with a brand new video for yous here. And what this video is going to be today, guys, this is actually going to be an introduction to a brand new series that I'm going to do here on YouTube. A few months ago I done bio stories about myself, which was letting you guys know a little bit more about me. And that was part 1, 2 and 3, which was my wrestling bio, part 2, which was my sci-fi bio, and the final chapter was part 3, which was my comic book bio. Now, over the last few weeks I've been contemplating which extension I could do from them. I've already done wrestling, where I've done professional wrestling, where I've went into more details about the Macho Man Randy Savage, and I will be doing more of them as I go forward. And there's many parts of my sci-fi extension that I could do. Sorry, for my sci-fi bio from Star Wars and Star Trek, but I thought I would dive a little bit more into the comic book world, and the franchise that I'm going to touch on over the next few episodes is He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. That's a pretty bold thing to come out with, I know. He-Man and the Masters of the Universe has over a 40-year history. It came around in 1981-82, where, as if people do not know this, here's some lovely fun facts for you. Many years ago, in a galaxy far away, when the godfather of Star Wars, George Lucas, was bringing that franchise to life, back in the day, they needed toy licenses to distribute the action figure and toy merchandise, okay? And the people at Fox, 20th Century Fox, went to Mattel, and Mattel said no, because they did not see Star Wars was going to go anywhere. Big mistake from Mattel, because as we all know, Star Wars did take off, and it took off in a big way. And then come the end of the 70s, start of the 80s, Mattel thought, oh, Jesus Christ, we need a piece of this apple pie. And they went back to the drawing board. They saw what they could do, because Mattel had a strong set of franchises with Barbie, Hot Wheels, G.I. Joe, or as it was called, Action Man in some countries, and before that it was the Big Jim franchise as well, which was sort of like a link to G.I. Joe. And they were contemplating it, and then eventually they came up with the ideas of, let's mix sci-fi, being Star Wars, let's mix something up with a big film franchise that's going on at the moment. One of those film franchises that was going out in the early 80s was Conan the Barbarian, and the other stuff that was popular at the time was DC Comics, being Superman. So they decided to combine all three ideas into one, which they came around with He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. And they had no show, they had no movie, nothing. This was just Mattel standing on the plate, setting themselves up with the bat, and they just swung for the fences, and it went off into the sky, out into space, and it went from action figures, mini comics, TV shows from Filmation, and many more were actually extended into an extension of the franchise on itself, with He-Man's twin sister She-Ra, and that came around with a TV series called She-Ra and the Princess of Power, and then it eventually went to being even bigger. You had He-Man to cater for the boys, you had She-Ra to cater for the girls. I'll put my hand up. She-Ra, even though she was a cartoon, when I was a kid, she was the first blonde that I fell in love with. Just because she was blonde. It had nothing to do with the way she looked, just other than the way that she was blonde. I have a thing for blondes. So yeah, when Filmation done the franchise for a TV show, it just catapulted it higher and higher and higher, to the point that it got a film franchise out of it. Unfortunately, the film sort of went on a downward spiral where it didn't make what they were thinking, but I will get into that in another video. And then as I go forward, I will be touching on extensions and revamps of the franchise as well, and to where we are going forward with the new Kevin Smith revamp of the franchise, and also with the brand new catered for kids He-Man and the Masters Universe cartoon that's coming out this year from Mattel and Netflix. So I will be touching on everything that is involved in this franchise. I will maybe hit roadblocks because there'll be certain things that I remember and certain things I don't remember, but I will try and give you as best information as I can. So as always, guys, you strap yourselves in and you just enjoy this encyclopedia information, as I know you always do. So I'll just leave this here with the introduction of the video for the series that I'm going for is, an extension of my comic book bio, and I will be touching, as I say, I'll be touching on the franchise of He-Man and the Masters Universe, and it will either be split up into, I think I'm going to try and go for maybe up to 4 videos if I can fit all that in. A lot of information, but I'm going to try not bore you if I can. At least I hope I won't bore you. But I'm just going to leave this here, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys are having a great summer so far. And as I always say, guys, you stay safe, you stay awesome, and good journey in life, guys. Bye.